Today let's see how do we solve best time to buy and sell stock problem from Leetcode. So the question reads, you're given an array prices, where prices I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock, right? If there's no maximum profit, then you can return 0. So let's take the first example where the stock prices are given as 7, 1, 5, 3 and 6, 4, correct? The minimum stock value on this given data is 1. So we can buy stock on the second day where the price will be 1. And we can sell, and as per this example, they say we are selling the stock on day 5, which is on 6. So we are selling it for, so we made a profit of $5 or euros, anyway. But you might wonder, like, the maximum or maximum stock price in this data is 7. Why can't we just buy it on 1 and sell it on 7, right? Because these are corresponding days, these are actual times. So once you buy the stock on second day, we don't really care about the day before that. We should only focus on the day that's after the day we bought the stock. There's no way for us to go back in time and sell the stock, right? As Aaron Ager said, we shall keep moving forward. So in this case, after day 2, the second best thing here is 6. So we shall sell the stock on day 5, make a profit of $5. So in this case, on the second example, if you see, the minimum stock price on this given data is 1, which is on 1, 2, 3, which is on 4th day. But after this, we don't have any other data, right? We don't know what was the price of the stock after 1 or after the 5th, after 6th or 7th day. So in this case, we shall return a 0. So the first brute force method which comes to the top of our head is to use a double for loop and calculate profit with respect to each price and then return the profit value, right? But as you would have guessed, that would result in a time complexity of big of n square, and that's not really optimal. So let's try to code it up and try to solve it using linear time. Okay, so the code goes, so first let's make our maximum profit. So initially we haven't made any profit, so we'll assign it to 0. And second is the minimum price. So we need to find the minimum price, correct, from this stock data, which is 1. So our minimum price we can call it, we can just give it an integer number, or we can give it the first data of prices. So in this case, first our minimum would have been 7. So now let's just use a for loop to loop through all our prices data. So we'll say for I in prices, first thing is we need to calculate profit, correct? Profit for each stock value. So our profit will be our the current data minus our minimum price, right? And then once we find the profit, we have to change our maximum value and our minimum price also. So our maximum profit now becomes the max value of whatever the profit we made with this data and our original max profit which we originally had. So the max of both, and our minimum price will be minimum of whatever the minimum price we originally had and the current stock, because we have to update our minimum price, right? We have to compare it, we have to check it every time. First it's at 7 and 1, 5, and then we have to change our minimum price, correct? So once the loop gets over, we shall return our max profit. So let's test the code quickly and see whether that works. Okay, perfect. So now I'll give you an explanation of what really happens in this code with our first example, which is 715364, right? So initially our max profit is 0 because starting we haven't made any profit, so it shall remains 0, and our minimum price becomes 7 in this case. So first time, it's the first value, it is 7. So for I in prices, first the profit which we'll make is, which is I minus minimum price, which is 7 minus 7, because if you buy the stock on the same day and sell it on the same day, your profit will be 0. So your profit is 0 on the first iteration. And second time, the max profit will be the maximum of the profit which we made. In this case, it is 0, and the maximum profit we originally made, which was also 0. So our maximum will be 0 on the first iteration, and our minimum will be which is minimum price, which is 7, and in this iteration our value is also 7, so our minimum price still remains 7. On the second iteration, our I value becomes 1. So here our I value becomes 1, so our profit will become I, which is 1, minus our minimum price, which is 7. So this will become minus 6, right? So max profit in this case will become maximum of profit, which is minus 6 and 0. So maximum of minus 6 and 0 is obviously 0. Our maximum profit still remains 0. But our minimum price will change this time. Why? Because our minimum price originally was 7, and now our stock data is 0. So from 7 and 1, from 7 and 1, the minimum value will be 1. So our minimum price will change from 7 to 1 this time, right? So the next time when the loop runs, it is on 5. So profit will be 5 minus our minimum price, which is 1. So our value will be 4. And the maximum profit which we made is maximum of profit. The profit which we have now is 4. And before profit was 0. So our profit of now changes from 0 to 4. And our minimum still remains 1, because minimum of 1 and 4 is 1. Now the max profit we made will be 4, and minimum shall still remain 1. Next, let's take 3. So our I value become 3. So profit will be 3 minus our minimum price, which will be 3 minus 1 is 2. So now we have 2. And the max profit will be max of profit, which is 2, and the max profit we have is 4. So 2 and 4, max profit shall still remain 4, and minimum prices from 1 and 3, it will still be 1. So there's no changes in this iteration. Now I value shall become 6. So profit will become 6 minus minimum price, which is 6 minus 1. So profit will be 5 this time, and max profit will be maximum profit and max profit. The profit which we made with 6 is with 6 is 6, and the max profit you originally had is 4. So from 4 and 6, oh my bad, the profit which we made is 5, and then maximum of 5 and 4 is 5. So we shall upgrade, we shall change our max profit from 4 to 5, and our minimum will still remain the same, because from 1 and 5 it shall still be 5. 1 and 6 it shall still be 6. Now we shall take 4. So our profit is 4 minus 1, which will be 3, and the maximum profit will be maximum of 3 and 5, which will still be 5, and the minimum will be still 1 from 1 and 4. So hence will run out of for loop, and we shall return our maximum profit, which will be 5, right? So this is the logic behind the code, and I hope you guys got the logic. And the time complexity of this one will be linear, because we loop through the array only once, and we can still reduce it if you want by removing this profit variable and just giving it here. And if we run the code, oh my bad, maximum profit initially was 0. Let's run it. Right, it's submitted. Right, so that is how we solved, what is this question called? My bad. That's how we solve stock problem from Leetcode. Thank you.